Hello world, or at least part of the world that watches YouTube videos about backpacking and such. My name is Alan. You can call me Al. I think there's a song like that, if I remember correctly. Regardless, I digress. The reason I want to make this video is that I got into a stage of my life, and actually I named my channel kind of based on where I'm at in life. Stage of my life where my kids are getting older, two are out of college, one's going to be a senior in high school. Kind of wrapped everything around their activities, my career, things that about everybody except for me. So I wanted to try something or some things that are going to be basically for me. And as I was sitting around thinking to myself, I came up with the bright idea of how about backpacking? Actually, let me back up a little bit. The reason why it even spurred me on was I was flipping around YouTube one day, started thinking about the Appalachian Trail, and I came upon a video by a girl named Jessica Mills, also known as Dixie, and she's kind of the inspiration to a lot of this. So if you haven't seen her channel, check out Homemade Wanderlust. She's in the middle of the Continental Divide Trail right now, so it's very cool. I'm going to try to post anybody whose channels I name to the bottom of the link, but I've never made a YouTube video before, so I don't know how successful I'll be, but I'll try. So I watched her videos. That kind of got me the juices flowing, thinking that's something I'd really like to do. I'm active. I've always kind of car camped and been outdoorsy, but I've never done solo backpacking, so I thought I'd give that a try. Then I started watching some other YouTubers out there, Darwin, Bigfoot. Then I got some of the local people in and around Ohio, which is where I'm at. Andy and Kevin from SB Outdoors, Frozen from Outdoor Adventures he's in Pennsylvania, Jason Wish, Bryce Newball, Tim Watson. There's some of the people who I got a lot of information from with regard to planning for this. Also, Homemade Wanderlust had a Facebook page, and also there's a backpacker gear flea market Facebook page. So between all those resources, I kind of was able to come up with what I think I need to start my first solo backpacking trip, which I'm going to do this Monday down in Zaleski State Forest here in southern Ohio, about 2 hours southeast of where I'm at now. So what I wanted to do is kind of give a quick gear list of what I have, what I've acquired, some things that probably won't last. I'd love to hear your feedback with regard to things that you think. There are some things that I kind of didn't want to spend a lot of money on, so I didn't. There's other things I did a lot of research and tried to get the best value for what I have. So with what I'm starting out with is like everybody else in this backpacking world that I've noticed isn't what I'll end up with in the long run, but hopefully it's gonna be a long-term thing for me. So appreciate it. If you can give me any feedback at the end of the video, I would appreciate anything you give me, because I'm kind of flying blind on this one. So I'm gonna get started here in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna start with my big three-ish items. The first one being my pack. I did a lot of research on this. Went to REI a few times to try some packs out, and I ended up with the Granite Gear Crown 2 60-liter bag. I really like this bag. It kind of forces me to keep things light. It's a little over 2 pounds. It holds a lot of stuff. I really like the way it felt when I tried it on at REI. Bonus, I got a deal on it because REI was having a 20% off sale. So I was able to get that in my sleeping bag for 20% off each. So, you know, anytime I can get a deal. But I really like what this bag has. I think it's going to be really perfect for what I need. Kind of going to keep the brain on it for now, keep things simple. Kind of got it set up already. Got a bandana, got some hand lotion, some suntan lotion. I'll probably throw something else on here. Probably the tripod that I'm using. I'll probably carry that on the outside. Also, on the backpacking gear flea market, a guy named Justin Anderson made these water bottle holders, and this one holds a 2-liter bottle, a smart water bottle. He also has them for the 750 milliliter, and also he does, I think, camera holders too. So it was like 11 bucks. He got it to me within 10 days, so I was really impressed with that. Next, I'm going to go on to my shelter. Got this. This is one I really went low price on, but I also looks like it's got some good reviews. It's the 3F UL Gear Lanshan 2. I got it from China through AliExpress. Plus side, it costs $100, including shipping, $105. Downside, it took about a month plus to get here, but I ordered it a long time ago. set it up a couple times in the yard, and it really, I'm impressed with it. Fits me well. It's a little over 2 pounds. This is not the stuff sack it came in, but I put it in a stuff sack I got from Walmart, and it fits pretty well in there. Also got stakes with it, and it's going to come. Obviously it's a trekking pole tent, so Cascade Mountain. I got these off of Amazon, and they had pretty decent reviews. I didn't want to spend a ton of money on trekking poles now. One item I might be upgrading down the road, but right now these seem to do the trick for what I need. But I'll find out next week when I go out and camping. Also, fortunately there's a lot of construction around where I live, so I was able to get some tieback from a construction site, and I cut a footprint for it. Next is going to be my sleep pad, going with, it's the Climate Insulated Static V. This weighs about 19 ounces. I sleep cold, so I wanted something insulated. I've slept on it one night. It does a nice job. Also found out when I slept out the first night that I needed a pillow, so I went and got a Trekology off of Amazon. They got good reviews. And then also got the Thermra Z seat for a seat. This is what I'm going to use to sit at camp, kind of sleep under it a little bit, help with my hips. I got a feeling if I keep watching SB Outdoors, I'll end up converting to a chair, but right now I'm going to stick with what I got. And then last but not least is my sleeping bag. I went with the Kelty Cosmic 20 degree down bag. Got pretty good reviews. It's not on the super expensive side. Again, I got a good deal on REI with it. So I'm pretty happy with my sleep and my big 3+ items that I got. Okay, next I'm going to go with my footwear. These are a pair of boots I've had for a while. They're from Eddie Bauer. They're a little heavy. They're waterproof. Hiked in the Rockies, hiked in the Smokies with them. They do a pretty good job. My feet don't get blisters. I will probably change these out down the road to a lighter pair. Maybe even trail runners, though I have ankle issues on my one ankle, so I'm a little leery of not having the ankle support that I get with boots. But they'll serve me for what I need right now. My camp shoes are going to be these Keen sandals. They're a little on the heavy side, but I really like them. I think they'll be good when I do water crossing. I would consider these a little bit of a luxury item for camp shoes, but these are what I want to bring with me to start. My headlamp, I just got it from Walmart. I think it's Energizer. It seems to have everything you need, so I didn't want to go real expensive on that. And then I have my trowel. Got this at Walmart. I think it was like less than $1. It weighs less than 2 ounces. Again, it'll do what it needs to do. Next, we'll move on to my food bag. I've got a Sea to Summit 13-liter bag. I'm going to hang this. Obviously, there's not a lot of bears in Ohio, very few actually. I'm more worried about raccoons, skunks, rodents of other sorts. So I'll still hang a bag when I'm in camp. Just got a paracord line, a little carabiner, and also this is the bag my pillow came in. But I figure I'm going to use this for a rucksack. Since my pillow I'm just going to keep with my sleeping bag when it's deflated. I'll just pack it in with that. My water, I went with the Sawyer Squeeze. I have a lot of great reviews on it, so I'm looking forward to using that. I'm going to start off with two 2-liter water bottles from Smart Water. I think these are the best choice for me. I don't think I'll need more than that when I'm out. I should say 1-liter bottles. I said 2. I made a mistake. But 2 liters probably most is what I'll need, especially at some of the places I'm going early on. Next, we're going to talk about my cook system. What I ended up getting was I went with the E-Techology stove. It was on Amazon. Not as great as everything I've seen, but for the price, I got 2 of these for 17 bucks. So I figure until I run through these 2, it's going to be something that is worth doing. I've tried it already. Boiled about 500 milliliters of water in about 3 minutes, so I didn't think it was too bad. I have an extra bandana for that. Keep my stove clean. A little piece of sponge that I cut off to scrape on my pot if I cook in it. An extra lighter. And then I got this off AliExpress. This is a Tom Shoe titanium 750 milliliters. It was like 20 bucks. So, you know, the same titanium pot at REI is 2 to 3 times the price. So I just couldn't turn it down. Again, it took like 2 weeks to get here, but I had plenty of time, so I ordered it. Obviously the canister for my stove. And then I got a Toke spork. Got that off of Amazon. And one little luxury item, I got this at Walmart. Just a little collapsible cup to have coffee in, because I like having my coffee in the morning. Did a little bit of arts and crafts thanks to Darwin. Made a pot koozie and a koozie to put my food bags in so I can put the boiling water in there so I don't have to burn a lot of fuel. I also made a little homemade windshield. It's kind of cruddy, but it'll do the spot. Moving on to the clothes I'm going to wear. I'm fortunate that there's a Columbia Columbia distribution center at the outlet mall. So they had a pretty good deal. So I got a lot of Columbia stuff. Got this shirt. Probably only wear it in the mornings if I'm going in the summer, but long term this is going to be a really good shirt to wear. A pair of good Marion Wool hiking socks. I'll use those as my primary hiking socks. And convertible pants. These are the Silver Line, I think Silver Ridge or something of that nature. Convertible pants. Again, I got great deals at Columbia. A hat I got at the outlet mall. Need to keep a hat on all the time. Then I went to good old Walmart for my hiking shirts. Russell Athletics, $6, $7, something like that. I got 2 of them. They wick water pretty well. Same thing with synthetic underwear, both from Russell. I'll bring 2 pair of me with that. I also want to bring these knee sleeves with me. I do CrossFit, and these actually do a great job of keeping my knees stable and warm. They're a little stinky now. I gotta wash them. I'm gonna move on to my rain gear. One with good old Frog Tugs. Got them at Walmart for like 20 bucks. I'll probably use the jacket consistently to start off. I got the pants. I did see online that 3FUL Gear has a rain quilt for like 11 bucks. So I might end up ordering that. It'll take a month to get here, but I might change it out in front of instead of the pants long term, because it seemed like it had pretty decent reviews, and it's made of the same silk nylon as my tent is. So I think would do me well, and like I said, for 11 bucks, why not? So might convert to the kilt long term. My camp clothes. Got an extra pair of wool socks. I sleep cold, as I said, so I like to have socks on my feet when I sleep. I've got a fleece pullover from Columbia. I think this would be good for me to sleep in long term, especially when it's more like fall. If it's maybe sitting around camp when it gets cooler. This week it's not supposed to get that cold, so I'll probably bring it, but I don't know if I'll use it much. Pair of Lulu lemon sweats. These are my travel sweats. I love these things. They're not real heavy. They're not real hot. I wear them when I travel on planes. They're just really, really high quality, but I like sleeping in them. So they'll be perfect to sleep in at camp. And then, being a Buckeye, I gotta have something to represent. So just an Ohio State synthetic dry fit shirt that I'll wear at night with me. I also have a Columbia puffy. It's a synthetic puffy. I probably won't bring it this week. It's supposed to be like, the lows are supposed to be like high 50s, low 60s. So I don't think I'll bring the puffy with me this time. But long term, I will, want to have a jacket with me again to have at least in camp. I plan on doing a lot of hiking this fall, especially. And some of my miscellaneous items I'll have with me. Got a first aid kit again. Fellow backpackers who have videos, thank you for the tips on a lot of the stuff in here. I used your advice. I've got the Band-Aid version of Body Glide in here with toilet paper and wet wipes, some toothpicks and spare batteries. From my side pockets, I'll carry bug spray, some chapstick, and since I'm of a certain age, you quit being able to read things, so I bought a pair of readers with me. These are just a cheap pair I got at Walmart. Unfortunately, when your vision goes, it goes, and you can't read things, but I want that at night. Got a bag with a pen and a pad and the map I have for Zaleski, but I'll probably keep maps in there. Long term, bag to keep my garbage in, obviously no sign left behind, so I want to make sure I'm carrying my garbage in and out. And last but not least, I have electronics bag and a spare lighter. Got a little charger that I've had for a while. It seems to do a good job. I'm not going to be gone for weeks at a time, so I don't need a heavy duty charger. It's got a generic phone cord for my iPhone, the iPhone 7 which I'm recording on, and the tripod which I'm holding. So that'll be all my electronics. I might even put the tripod just outside on my bag somewhere so I can get access to it, especially when I'm hiking. Have some dry sacks that I got from Walmart. Again, I'll put my spare clothes in those. I'll probably put the electronics in that one. That's the dry sack I got with my tent. It actually fits all my cooking stuff in it pretty well. So that's everything I have. Again, I would love your feedback on things you think I don't need, I do need. Um, I have been tracking the weight, and right now my base weight before food is a little bit under 19 pounds with everything here, which I was pretty happy with. My food won't be, again, I'm going for 2 nights, 3 days, so I won't have 10 pounds of food with me. So I'm pretty happy with what I've got. I want to keep my weight under 30 pounds to carry. It's just going to help me out long term. And as I get more experience, I'll cut ounces and grams as I go along. But if you have any advice, please feel free to share. I'd love to hear. I've already picked a lot of your brains vicariously through your channel, so I thank you for that. If you like this channel, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I don't know where it's going. This is step one. I plan on filming my trip to Zaleski, so that'll be something that you'll at least watch. My daughter asked me if I was going to do YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, who wants to watch a big guy sweating up and down hills? But maybe someone will, so you never know. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your advice, backpacking community. I never knew that you were out there in force the way you are, but I appreciate everything you do. And I look forward to seeing you down the trail. Thanks.